Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Matt Gaetz is exposing the FBI for not just being shady, but maybe Director Wray is just in over his head.
How many illegal FISA queries have occurred under your leadership of the FBI?
Well, there are reports that have come out with different numbers about compliance incidents.
More than 1 million illegal ones? Because that's what the Inspector General said. The Inspector General said that in the 3.4 million of these queries, more than 1 million were in error. Do you have any basis to disagree with that assessment by the Inspector General?
I'm not sure actually that's a correct characterization of the Inspector General's findings on that.
The internet will remind you of that in moments. But let's now go to what the court said. The court said it was over 200,000 that have occurred on your watch. Do you have any basis to disagree with that assessment?
Again, I don't have the number as I sit here right now. What I can
Seems like a number you should know. How many times the FBI is breaking the law under your watch, especially if it's like over 1 million, to not know that number? And I'm worried about your veracity on the subject as well. Play the video.
Letters for investigation of the Capitol. I don't believe FISA is remotely implicated in our investigation.
So there, Senator Lee's asking you whether or not FISA was in any way involved in your January 6th investigation, and you say no. Was that truthful?
I said that I did not believe it was.
Okay, so now let's pull up what the court said, which was something a little different than what you said.
He's doing his job as a lawyer, essentially, to set up a key witness to say something really, really stupid. And this is typical for undermining tactics, but its implications are incredibly important. Please pay attention to what happens next.
So here, nope, that's not the right one. Yeah, here we go. Right there, it says, the government has reported additional significant violations of the querying standard, including several relating to the January 6, 2021 breach of the Capitol. So I guess the question, Director Wray, is did you not know when you were answering these questions that the FBI was engaging in these illegal searches, or did you perjure yourself to Senator Lee?
I certainly didn't perjure myself. At the time that I testified in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee, I didn't have that piece of information. I will add...
Well, that was a court order. You didn't have that piece of information because the court hadn't yet rendered a judgment. Did you not know when you gave the untruthful answer before Senator Lee that this was going on?
It was a truthful answer.
It was a truthful answer? Either Director Wray is lying or he's admitting that he's over his head. This ain't good, folks. Hey, y'all. As we know, you don't put all your eggs into one basket, right? So that's why I'm partnering over with my friends at Colonial Metals Group, who will help diversify your portfolio. And what they'll do is they'll set up for you a self-directed IRA account. You'll have direct access to your assets. You'll be able to see what all's going on, and it doesn't matter what the stock market does or what often happens, what the government does. Your assets will be protected. So let the team of experts over at Colonial Metals Group help secure your account and your family's future today. There's a link in the description below. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like that, there's a 1-800 number you can call. And most importantly, though, is the kicker. They'll throw in a safe and possibly up to $10,000 in U.S. silver to help you get things started. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming.
I did not believe FISA had been involved in the January 6th
But it was. So you didn't. The answer is the FBI has broken so bad that people can go and engage in queries that when you come before the Congress to answer questions, you're like blissfully ignorant. You're blissfully ignorant as to the unlawful queries. You're blissfully ignorant as to the Biden shakedown regime. And it just seems like it gets into a kind of a creepy place as well.
This clip is more disturbing than I first thought. Because on one hand, well, it's typical government doing something stupid, a typical bureaucrat that has been rewarded for failing upwards, and turns out he's over his head. No, this is a little bit worse. There's something a little bit worse at work here. He's admitting, Director Wray is basically admitting that the FBI is tainted. The FBI is broken. The FBI doesn't know what the FBI is doing. That's not good, folks. That means that we have potential rogue agents. It means we might have a group of people that are twisting the FBI to do exactly what it wants. It's quite possible that the FBI director is compromised, or it's just possible that it's too big, too bloated, and it needs to be reduced. Now, unfortunately, Jim Jordan allowed a bill to come out to build them a brand new facility. I'm a little bit saddened by that because I don't think the FBI has really understood what it's doing at this point. And I blame the Patriot Act on that. But what Gaetz is doing is incredibly important when it comes to understanding the narrative, to understand what's fully going on. He is exposing through the ridiculousness of the FISA courts that the FBI is either run by incompetent people or it is being misused on purpose. And he doesn't have the platform that can go out there and directly expose people. He's not able to do that from here in Congress. He can on places like Twitter, but even those are compromised, although not by the FBI, but by the CIA at this point. We are living, not in a simulation, but we're living in a world where the people who are trying to make sure everything runs correctly are using these terrifying means of control. And I don't want to sound too conspiratorial, but that's the truth. The FBI is either broken or it's being misused on purpose. And that is exactly what Matt Gaetz is exposing here. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment on PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. And until then, y'all have a good one.